AITA for rescinding my offer to help with my niece's wedding. I have always been good with money and am careful with it. I also inherited a good chunk, to be fair. I was able to retire last year fairly early, as these things go. I am not married and have no children. My sister-in-law asked me to help with her daughter's wedding. This is my brother's stepdaughter. There is no blood relationship. I suppose she is not really my niece, but they call me her uncle. I initially told them I would help. I was thinking maybe $1,000 or so. I was going to give the same amount as a wedding gift. But they did not know that. They started booking things and asked if I could give them $15,000. Yes, I could. I just don't want to. I would give $1,000. My sister-in-law started pressuring me for more. I said no. $1,000 was a nice contribution for a step-uncle, for lack of a better term. She then got angry and called me names, etc. This is where I might be an asshole. I told her that the offer of any money is rescinded. I would not give a cent, not attend the wedding, and not give a gift. She called me an AH and all sorts of other things. My brother called me and apologized for his wife and asked if I would consider $5,000. I told him that I loved him, but did not like his wife, and that my decision to give nothing stands. He then joined the "Ah" chorus. AITA for rescinding my offer to $1,000? NTA. Yeah. Calling you names was a genius way to get you to contribute more money. I don't blame you for not giving anything at this point. They are acting so entitled to your money. But just because you have money to spend doesn't mean you have to spend it on them. My full-blood uncle had nothing to do with our wedding apart from being a guest, and he's got a few dollars too. I would never have thought to go to him and ask for money. If they're asking for $15,000, they're spending too much. And as for your brother, he made the decision to marry a woman with a daughter. He should have started saving way back then. NTA. NTA. If your $1,000 isn't good enough for them, so be it. They don't need it. Keep your money. Your brother apologized just to beg for more money. It wasn't a true apology. Users suck. Okay, let's recap. Sil, give us $15,000 for my daughter's wedding. Even though you aren't technically related. You, nope. You can have $1,000. Though, Sil, she gets angry and calls you names. You, okay, then I'll give you, let's see. Nothing, since you called me an AH among other things. I am baffled that people who are asking for a favor or a gift think that verbal abuse and name-calling will get them what they want. I mean, has that ever happened? Ever? NTA. You don't have to give a single penny. And TBH. Those $1,000 were not at all what they wanted. When you thought it was more than a generous gift. And it is. Your Sil saw it as nothing. So keep your money and stay home. NTA. And asking for $15,000? Holy entitlement. I cannot imagine asking anyone but a bank loan officer for $15,000. NTA. A novel idea would be to have the wedding they can afford, rather than demanding, requesting huge gobs of cash from anyone. NTA. I don't understand people who ask others for money for things like this. It's entitled and weird. NTA. When someone asks for something and gets angry and abusive when you decline. They were never asking. It was a command disguised as a request. Talk about entitled. Don't leave them anything in your will either. NTA. Their assumption of $15,000 is outrageous. Your offer of $1,000 was generous. Sure, it should have been worked out ahead of time. But they never ever should have booked things with a blank check in mind. then to start insulting you, thinking that would somehow soften your heart and open your wallet? Ha! People are often, including in this thread, confused by such entitled attitudes. How could anyone demand so much money from someone they're clearly not super close to? The answer is simple. They don't respect you at all, not even a little. The only way someone can feel entitled to someone else's money like this is if they don't see you as a person the same way they see themselves as people. You're probably just the weird uncle who doesn't need all that money. He should give it to us. The nature of this request and the reaction to your very reasonable choice to offer nothing after. The vitriol makes it clear these people wouldn't give you $5 if you need the bus home. Never regret giving them nothing. They're you are NTA. NTA. It sounds like they wanted you to buy your way into their wedding and your presents would be at the low price of $15K. NTA. I thought people have some audacity asking family and friends for money for their wedding. But to ask non-family is so out of line. Only thing I'd suggest if there was a similar situation is to answer, "Can you help?" with a "I'd be happy to contribute $1,000 to helping them with their celebration," instead of an open "yes." Would help to clarify expectations early on. They got ahead of themselves thinking higher amounts and common civility went out the window. NTA. They're not entitled to your money. Very simple. I'm gonna go NTA here. While I personally wouldn't have shot straight to rescinding and not going to the wedding at all, I really can't blame you for your decision. It sounds like they were trying to use you as a wallet and got mad when the purse strings were cut. People can't plan an event above their means with the intent of depending on someone else's bank account. You're retired. You're not going to have more money coming in, regardless of how much you still have. You can't go blowing it willy-nilly on some party just because your stepniece wants a more expensive breed of flour for the table settings. That's absurd. And it sounds like you're not particularly close with them as it is. Or the step differentiation probably wouldn't have crossed your mind. We're people on the internet. We don't care about who's related by blood and who's related by marriage. But it does stress to me that it doesn't sound like these are people you regularly brunch with or anything. NTA. She's being greedy and entitled, thinking your money is for her use. Rescind away and don't spend so much as a penny on the wedding. NTA. $1,000 was a generous offer from you no matter what relationship you had with her. They probably wanted the $15,000 to pay for the honeymoon. NTA. Next time one of them calls asking for anything more than $1,000, tell them that you offered to help with the wedding, not pay for the whole damn thing. If they send the flying monkeys after you, call your sister-in-law and tell them the rest of the family is on her side and as such they have offered to pay for it.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic AITA is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.